The true essence of our existence is thought and emotion. It is in this potent pairing where the power to change ourselves and our realities resides. If we are to understand the innate healing potential of our minds and bodies, we must first understand the profound impact that thought and emotion, specifically intentional thought coupled with elevated emotion, have on us. Thoughts are the language of the mind. They are the electrical charges that traverse the intricate networks of our brain, encoding the patterns of our experiences, our dreams, and our realities. Every idea, memory, and image that we conjure up in our mind adds to this electric symphony, creating a complex matrix that forms the very foundation of our inner world. But more than being mere sparks of consciousness, thoughts have the power to shape our reality. They can create, and they can transform. The power of thought is not just metaphysical conjecture. It's rooted in science. Numerous studies have demonstrated how simply thinking about performing a specific task can stimulate the same brain regions as physically carrying out the task. Such is the power of our thoughts. They can create a reality as real as the world around us, at least to our brains. Emotion, on the other hand, is the language of the body. It is our physiological response to the world around us and within us. When we feel an emotion, be it joy, fear, anger, or love, our body responds in kind. Our heart rate changes, our hormones surge, our energy levels fluctuate. Each emotion leaves a distinct physiological signature in our body. Yet, emotions are more than just responses. Just as thoughts have the power to shape our brains, emotions have the power to shape our bodies. They are the bridge that connects our minds to our physical selves. When our emotions are in sync with our thoughts, they can drive powerful changes in our bodies. Changes that can enhance our health, our vitality, and our well-being. When we consciously marry a thought, intention, with its corresponding emotion, we create a state of being. This is where the true magic happens. A clear, focused thought, imbued with a powerful, elevated emotion, can bring about profound changes in our brains and bodies. Dr. Joe Dispenza's work revolves around this concept. By using our intentions to direct our thoughts and summoning elevated emotions to fuel these thoughts, we can embark on a journey of transformation. A journey where we become the active architects of our brains, our bodies, and ultimately, our realities. This journey isn't about ignoring or denying our current circumstances, but rather about consciously choosing a new reality. A reality of health, well-being, and boundless potential. Imagine, for a moment, the power this realization brings. If our thoughts and emotions can shape our reality, then we hold the key to our own healing. We are not just passive observers of our lives, but active participants in shaping and creating our health and well-being. Inside each of us exists an intimate universe, a private cosmos composed of thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and emotions. This is our inner world, and it exerts a significant influence over our external reality. By realizing the potent potential of our inner world, we can pave a path to healing that transcends the physical and transforms into tangible experiences in our outer world. Our inner world is a multidimensional landscape, woven together by the fabric of our consciousness. Each thought, each feeling, each belief contributes to the topography of this internal universe. We experience the peaks of joy, traverse the valleys of despair, and navigate the labyrinth of our desires and fears. However, our inner world is not just a passive mirror reflecting our external reality. It's an active creator shaping it. Every thought we hold, every emotion we feel, and every belief we nurture contributes to the experiences we manifest in our external reality. Understanding this is the first step towards harnessing the transformative power of our inner world. The idea that our internal state corresponds to our external reality is not new. It's a principle embedded in ancient philosophies and spiritual teachings, often encapsulated in the aphorism, "As within, so without." Modern science, too, has begun to recognize this principle. The field of psychoneuroimmunology, for instance, studies the interactions between psychological processes and the nervous and immune systems, providing compelling evidence that our mental and emotional states can significantly impact our physical health. But how can we use this understanding to create healing? The answer lies in consciously cultivating our inner world, making it a sanctuary for healing. This begins with intention. By intentionally choosing our thoughts and emotions, we can create an internal environment that promotes healing. In practical terms, this could mean fostering positive, health-affirming thoughts and engaging with emotions that elevate our state of being, like joy, love, gratitude, and awe. It might mean releasing old, limiting beliefs and embracing new, empowering ones. It could also mean practicing mindfulness, becoming aware of our thoughts and emotions, and learning to navigate our inner world with grace and resilience. Creating a healing sanctuary in our inner world is not a one-time event. It's a journey that requires nurturing, patience, and practice. We must regularly tend to our thoughts, gently guide our emotions, and continuously reinforce our healing intentions. This is not always an easy task, especially in challenging times, but it's during these moments that maintaining our inner sanctuary becomes most crucial. Here, practices like meditation, guided visualization, and mental rehearsal can be instrumental. They offer us a framework to consciously interact with our inner world, guiding our thoughts and emotions towards healing. Furthermore, these practices enable us to enter the quantum field, a realm of infinite potentialities, where we can choose a new reality for ourselves, one of health and well-being. As we nurture our healing sanctuary within, we begin to see changes in our external reality. Our bodies start to respond to the healthy narrative we've created. Our brains rewire to support our healing intentions. Our environment reshapes to reflect our new state of being. This is the power of our inner world. It can create a ripple effect, manifesting healing from within to the outside. The human brain, a complex organ housing billions of neurons, forms the epicenter of our thoughts, emotions, and ultimately, our identities. Over the past few decades, our understanding of this formidable organ has been dramatically reshaped by a single concept: neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity refers to the brain's remarkable ability to change and adapt over time, both structurally and functionally, in response to experience. This concept forms the neurological basis for our journey towards intentional healing. At its core, neuroplasticity underscores the idea that neurons that fire together wire together. Every time we think, feel, or do something, our neurons fire. The more a particular pattern of neuronal firing is repeated, the stronger the connections, or synapses, between these neurons become. These reinforced patterns form neural pathways, routes in our brain, that guide our thoughts, feelings, behaviors, and habits. For the longest time, scientists believed that our brains were fixed and unchangeable post-childhood. Neuroplasticity shatters this myth. It illustrates that our brains are dynamic and mutable, capable of forming new neural pathways and modifying existing ones throughout our lives. This neuroplastic nature of the brain offers a window of hope and transformation, suggesting that if our brains can change, so can we. How does neuroplasticity relate to our journey of healing? It is here that the confluence of mental rehearsal and neuroplasticity becomes critical. When we mentally rehearse a healed future with clarity and intensity, our brain can't distinguish between the mental imagery and the actual event. From the brain's perspective, whether we're merely thinking about an action or physically performing it, the same neurons are firing, and the same neural pathways are being carved. The implications of this are profound. If we can mentally rehearse being healthy and healed with enough detail and emotion, our brains can begin to build the neural architecture to support this new reality. Over time, these new neural pathways can influence our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, shaping our physical reality to align with our envisioned state of health and well-being. Mental rehearsal is a practice that can be developed and refined. It involves more than just casual daydreaming. It requires focused attention, vivid imagination, and a rich sensory experience. It demands that we step into the unknown and envisage a future different from our past or present. Engaging in this practice regularly can facilitate the growth of new neural networks that reflect our intended state of health. As we reinforce these networks through repeated mental rehearsal, we prime our brain to act and respond in ways that support our healing intentions. The implications of neuroplasticity extend beyond individual healing. Research suggests that collective mental rehearsal or shared intention can influence group behavior and potentially bring about social change. This is a testament to the power of shared consciousness and offers an exciting avenue for healing at a community or societal level. Embarking on this journey of neuroplastic healing can be both empowering and challenging. It requires discipline, patience, and a commitment to the unknown. It demands that we let go of familiar neural pathways, our ingrained thoughts, habits, and behaviors, and forge new ones. But with every step we take, with every thought we reshape, we move closer to manifesting our healing. If neuroplasticity is the bedrock of a transformative brain, then epigenetics is the herald of an adaptive body. This part of the video delves into the exciting realm of epigenetics, the scientific study of how our genes can be switched on or off based on environmental factors, including our thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. It underscores the notion that we are not merely victims of our genetic inheritance, but potential victors of our genetic expression. The word epigenetics comes from the Greek word epi, meaning above or over, and genetics, the study of genes. Thus, epigenetics literally means above the genes. It refers to changes in gene expression that don't involve alterations to the underlying DNA sequence. A common analogy for understanding epigenetics is to consider our genes as a piano. While the keys, genes, remain the same, the music, gene expression, can change based on which keys are being pressed, environmental factors. This realization has opened a whole new vista in understanding our health and well-being. We are no longer at the mercy of our genes. Instead, we hold the power to change the tune. So how does epigenetics fit into our healing journey? If we accept that our thoughts and emotions can alter our brain through neuroplasticity, then it's not a far leap to believe they can also change our gene expression through epigenetic mechanisms. After all, our thoughts and emotions create a biochemical milieu in our bodies that can influence the on or off switches of our genes. In other words, when we combine a clear intention, a healthful thought, with an elevated emotion, a healing belief or attitude, we can potentially influence the expression of our genes in a way that supports our desired state of health and well-being. This concept forms the epigenetic basis of our healing journey and offers a promising path for transforming our health. Harnessing the power of epigenetics requires consistent effort and conscious choice. It involves continually choosing thoughts, feelings, and attitudes that support our healing intentions. It requires us to manage our stress, nourish our bodies with healthy food, and nurture our minds with positive thoughts. By doing so, we create an environment that can nudge our genes towards health-promoting expression. This environment, both internal and external, is what we refer to as the epigenetic landscape, and our role as conscious creators of our health is to shape this landscape in a way that favors our healing. While the field of epigenetics offers promising insights into the malleability of our genes, it also presents complex challenges. We don't fully understand all the intricate ways in which our thoughts and emotions influence our genetic expression. The exact mechanisms, timing, and duration of these changes remain areas of active research. Yet, despite these uncertainties, the emerging field of epigenetics holds immense potential for transforming our understanding of health and disease. As we continue to unravel the secrets of our genes, we move closer to a future where personalized, preventive, and participatory medicine becomes a reality. A future where we evolve from being victims of our genetic inheritance to victors of our genetic expression. Mental rehearsal is an age-old technique with roots in diverse fields ranging from sports psychology to performing arts, and now it plays a crucial role in the science of healing. It is an intentional practice of imagining a desired outcome to such a degree that the body cannot differentiate between the physical act and the mental rehearsal. The technique lies at the intersection of our understanding of neuroplasticity and epigenetics, and forms an integral part of our healing journey. The effectiveness of mental rehearsal lies in its ability to trick our brain into believing that an imagined experience is real. When we imagine an event with enough detail and emotion, the brain fires the same neurons and creates the same neural pathways as it would if the event were actually happening. This forms the basis for neuroplastic changes and subsequent changes in our behavior and physical state. From an epigenetic perspective, the emotional state accompanying our mental rehearsal can influence our biochemical environment and potentially alter our gene expression. The combination of neuroplasticity and epigenetics, fueled by mental rehearsal, offers a powerful tool for transformation and healing. Mental rehearsal is more than just visualization. It's an immersive, multi-sensory experience. It involves engaging all our senses, conjuring up rich, vivid images, and imbuing our mental practice with intense, elevated emotions. The more detailed, vivid, and emotionally charged our mental rehearsal, the more potent its effects on our brain and body. Crafting this art involves consistent practice and deep focus. It requires us to step beyond our current reality and explore the unknown territory of our desired future. It is an adventure into the realms of possibility, a journey that takes us from the familiar to the extraordinary. Despite its transformative potential, mental rehearsal is not without challenges. Our existing beliefs, past experiences, and current reality often serve as barriers, making it difficult for us to imagine a future different from our past or present. Overcoming these barriers requires courage, patience, and persistence. As we navigate these challenges, we are likely to experience breakthroughs, moments of profound insight, where our mental rehearsal feels so real that it starts to manifest in our physical reality. These breakthroughs mark critical milestones in our healing journey and reaffirm our potential for change and transformation. Just as a musician practices scales or an athlete drills techniques, consistency is key in mental rehearsal. Regular practice helps strengthen the neural pathways associated with our envisioned state of health and well-being. It also helps reinforce the epigenetic changes that align with our healing intentions. Through consistent mental rehearsal, we effectively create a new neural and epigenetic blueprint for our health, one that our brain and body can follow to manifest our desired state of health in our physical reality. The concept of mental rehearsal extends beyond individual healing and into the realm of collective consciousness. When a group of people engage in shared mental rehearsal, be it a team envisioning a win, a community imagining peace, or a global collective picturing health, the effects can ripple out, influencing collective behavior and potentially bringing about societal change. As we master the art of mental rehearsal, we bridge the gap between our inner world of thoughts and feelings and our outer world of physical experiences. We become active creators of our reality, architects of our health and well-being. This is the promise of mental rehearsal, and it's a promise that each of us can fulfill. With dedication, persistence, and faith, we can transform our inner visions into outer realities, paving the path for healing and transformation. I hope you enjoyed today's message. See you in the next video.